for sure gonna fuck up. Hey, keep all this shit too, nigga. And turn this motherfucker up, like all the way up. Straight up. I do it for my niggas doing bad in the field. I do it for my hustlers trying to touch a couple mil. Yo, what's good? It's M-16 TheGreat.
It's a trap Hitmaker.
And we're here to talk about that new
Back to the trap.
So, so basically, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You feel me? You know, y'all already know about me, so I'm gonna ask him some questions so y'all get to know him and how this whole process came about and how we linked. So, before we talk about that, let's talk about where you come from, your upbringing, everything about you. Give me a little background.
Shit, I'm coming from 205, Birmingham, Alabama, And a lot of places down there, we ain't got a lot of outlooks, as far as, dealing with other things or getting a different opportunity. So, that's why trap come in, because it's a mindset, it's a state of being, it's a grind, So we're trying to bring back that essence into this culture, A lot of these niggas that be bouncing off, hype and shit ain't really saying that, so. That's about me right now. Shit. What you wanna say?
Shit, man. Getting that background. How did it feel growing up? And cause it's different. Birmingham, Alabama. You feel me?
Well, shit. Coming from
was
the South.
Was it Birmingham or
Birmingham?
Yeah, Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, shit. We grew up different because everybody got their own little cultural style or whatever. So we always had our own slang and way of doing things. At the same time, we had our own outlook, on the words just like everybody else. You feel? So, a lot of OGs, stick to the ropes, and kept solid. That's what I learned from, just keeping it real with people that deal with you. Building that network of fun.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's crazy because I got family. It's crazy how this shit go full circle because I got family and ancestors from, Alabama. I think more so Montgomery or Jordan. But that's crazy how that shit, I didn't even know the universe working that crazy different dynamic. You feel me? You being in Alabama, my background is from Alabama, and so it's to come and make something. So to me, I feel it's gonna be pivotal and it's gonna be groundbreaking and culture shifting. You feel me? So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to fuck with you and your vision. So how do you? Cause once if y'all at this point ain't already heard it, once you hear it, it's just going how the fuck do you, the sounds, the way you approach the shit, how the fuck do you do it?
Well, shit, nigga, it's all about, your mindset when you come towards, making no creating anything, First you gotta have a plan, or some way you wanna fill out where you wanna go. So what I try to bring to it is still bring my raw essence to whatever type of style I try to make. Have people, feel my own the sound that you would say, So that's how I do that. It depends on, if the person want to do a sample type thing or get creative or want to go out the box, And that's why I like to try to take advantage and try to manipulate the sound to my own.
Is there, who's from your influence? Because your sound is unlike, it's similarities because of the, drums and shit, but it's really not it's unlike anybody else's. It's very unique.
When I get my sound and motivation from a lot of music, coming from the 70s to the 80s to all the way to the 90s, Like Reese's Mafia, you got Jeezy, you got Shawty Red, all them trap sounds, and then you even got Lil Jon, people, low key, he was making dope ass shit niggas didn't even know about,
Nigga, remember that, the coke, the pills, the yak, the herb.
So those hard punching drums, nigga had took that, heard that and seen how niggas was riding and feeling that shit. Kind of just brought it back, with this new shit twist. And kind of be a step of the game, kind of bring real rap back,
So what do you want people, when this for your legacy, what do you want people to take from your legacy? When you do this, what do you want? Is it the accolades? Is it the bread? Is it what is it you looking for? What's a validation for you?
Validation is my work and respect in the game. As far as being just investing in yourself, I want people to see that you can you do anything you want to and just basically believe in yourself no matter how long it takes. Just sticking with that grind and just seeing that it'll come forth. It's really the appreciation that you get at the end of the day.
That's cool, man. Who in the mainstream world you want to work with? Who do you inspire to work with?
Shit, I ain't really got no exact main niggas, but you know, I fuck with niggas that wanna, you know, still on that street shit. You know, it's spin the real, what they call it. You know, I wanna work with like Jay-Z. Nigga, I wanna work with, I fuck with Jay-Z, you know. I fuck with, shit, even Nipsey, nigga. I fuck with on the track with Nipsey or something, you know.
How would you like, would you want to go into their world or would you want to live in your world?
Well, shit,
Cause I feel like I came into your world.
Yeah, I want to kind of like bring them to my world, but balance it out too. You know, still have they sound or whatever. You know, they do what they're doing, but bring their essence to it.
Yeah. Cause I remember cause the way the process when it's like years in the making. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you would send specific tracks and you like, yo, I want you to get off on this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But then you'll send other tracks and they'll like, I would like gravitate to them. You know what I'm saying? The randoms, cause it was like almost like. The tracks you send me, like, oh, they expect that. And I felt like I wanted to challenge myself, and I feel like you sending me certain tracks was challenging me. So it's like, I was like, look, I don't fuck with that one. Cause like, I could do this one, easy, kill it off, that's me. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to go here, I'm trying to take it there. And I feel like that's what makes me so excited about it, because it's like, yo, I feel like I really came into your world without you even knowing in this sense. Cause you done send me like, what, dude, like 100, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, cause I got a lot of joints, you feel me? But like, to break it down to like, this is the ones, it's like, I really felt like my whole approach was like, when people hear this, I want to be like, yo, I ain't never heard this M-16 before.
Yeah. That's basically what I get to it too, because you know, like you said, you got your own unique sound, and that's what made me want to fuck with you from the get-go.
Yeah.
You challenging other beats and not doing the same as everybody, you know, and carry your own tone to it, like, you know, that shit gotta go, you know. And you investing in yourself, so when you telling me, like, challenging me doing certain type of beats, you know, that made me grow as a producer, you know, as far as styles and, you know, accepting the music theory behind certain things, so, you know.
Cause it's crazy with your production, it's like, if you ever been to Alabama, his shit sound like Alabama. It's crazy. Do you notice that about your shit?
It do something like that. At the same time, you know, I feel like, you know, I got certain stuff they ain't heard. You know?
Yeah. It's some shit that I know. Like, you played me some shit where I was like, nigga, where the fuck? Like, you were like, it was this one, I think it was called like Hennessy or something. Yeah. I don't want to just be giving out your beat, but it was like a beat you played and it sound like, just like, nigga, like, I don't want to say, it didn't sound like Timberland, but in its uniqueness, it reminded me of Timberland. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like a unique vibe where it's like, oh, ain't nobody doing shit like that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's what people like to get that pressure on trying to do all these like tight beats and shit.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just like, you know, just throw that out the mind, you know, go back to like, you know, the essence of having fun and shit, you know. Because at the end of the day, as long as you got like a plan with your beat and you bring that feel good vibe with you, you know, your shit will carry.
And the beauty about your tracks, man, it's like, you could get this track today and it might not hit you, but a year later you like, nigga, this is the best song I ever wrote in my life.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes I be doing that too. I reflect like on my older beats and I see, I'm like, damn, the artists had this and they sit back and just, you know, let it marinate and then come back with a different approach to it.
Cause I done had a couple of them where it was like, yo, this shit hard, but it's like I couldn't come with the right record at the time. And I just ride around banging it. And then it's finally like, oh, this is the song. And then it's like, damn, man, this is the hardest shit I got right now. You know what I'm saying? What does Back to the Trap mean to you? Like when you hear the you know what I'm saying?
Well, Back to the Trap is like back to the grind, back to the passion, you know, back to being, you know, standing up for yourself, what you believe in the culture, you know. A lot of people got trap now, you know, they got the trap genre and shit. Everybody wanna, you know, glorify, you know, all these things they ain't really lived it, you know. And they ain't doing no consequences to it at the end of the day, you know. And that's why I really wanna bring back like the moral of lyrics, you know. You know, words are powerful and, you know, people can use them in the wrong way and, you know, fuck up and shit for you.
It's crazy because that's how I felt when I was like, when I think of the name Back to the Trap, I think like, oh, nigga, this back to, cause when I originally thought of it, was a play on words. You feel me? Your name being Trap. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, we like, yeah, we back to it. We back at it. We back, you know, like you said, lower level on the grind in the trenches. But at the same time, when I think of it too, it's like, there ain't no option.
That ain't no option.
You feel me?
I mean, like you got to be at the bottom to be trapped. You know, it's showing you your path towards success. You know
Exactly, and it's like that's just how I feel. That's how I go at approach the music. That's how I approach damn near life. It's like, nigga, it's either this or we back to the trap. You feel me?
Yeah.
There ain't no 9 to 5 in. There ain't no. You feel me? Like it's certain. It's just a mentality that I got. That's like, nigga, this shit gotta work, or I'm back there. And if I go back there, you know, ain't no telling what come from there. You feel me? So it's like that's just the hunger that come with. And I feel like that's the you know what I'm saying? It's the emotion that come across.
And a lot of artists don't even take their dreams that serious, you know, or risk it like that. You know, they always think, you understand, you always gotta have something to provide for you. But you know, if you fully hard believe that you can do it, you know, you gotta start investing in yourself and start somewhere. You know.
Man, the best investment, I tell niggas this all the time. And the best investment is time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because this man, the time that he invested to perfect this craft is going to show when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So it's like the best investment for anybody at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you starting and you doing it, your best investment is time. Putting the time in, putting the work in, and really honing in on your craft and mastering that shit. You feel me? That's your best investment at this moment. More than money. You feel me? Because I done seen niggas have 400K, you know what I'm saying, 500K, and that shit just go, and they don't even got nothing to show but a music video or a feature. So it's like, nigga, your best investment is the time you put into your craft and perfecting that shit. Fuck the money, fuck all that bread, like that shit gonna come. You know what I'm saying? A millionaire, nigga, I had a meeting, it wasn't even a meeting, I was at a motherfucking, I forgot, I think it was Houston's, right? I was at Houston's, man, I was at the bar just chilling, and this white dude came, he said, man, he just, you know what I'm saying, was just chopping it up, you know, because, you know, you see a black man at a restaurant like that, you like, what this nigga doing? You feel me? So, but in the midst of his ignorance, he laced me with some game. When he, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much was saying, anything, you know what I'm saying, to be wealthy, you gotta be willing to know that ain't no money in it. It gotta be all heart, all passion. You feel me? If you go into anything like, oh, this gonna make money, it's gonna fail. You feel me? You gotta go in there like, okay, I believe in this. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to execute this and get this shit cracking. That's the mentality you gotta approach it. Yeah, you wanna make money. We gonna make money off of this. But the intent, the beginning stage when you doing it is just pure belief in this shit. And I have a pure belief in you, myself, this product, and everything that we doing from this point on, man. It's like an undeniable belief for me. You feel me?
I feel the same way, you know. And you gotta have that belief if you feel like you're gonna try. You know, you can't have those self-doubts all the time because you don't overthink shit. You know, you feel, doubt yourself and you the worst critic, you know. So you gotta take that step forward and initiative, you know, progress yourself, you know.
So what's something you want to tell people, like what you want to leave people with?
Well, I want to leave people with this shit, you know, stay on your grind, stay focused, you know, and don't give up on yourself, you know. At the end of the day, a lot of people gonna doubt you, you know, through all types of situations they're gonna judge you, you feel me? So you gotta believe in yourself at the end of the day. And have that passion and that ambition, you know. You ain't gotta be just music, you know. If you wanna start your own business and anything, you know, you just can't, like you said, it's like all about being wealthy and thinking rich, you know. It's the mindset that started off with first. That's what we people with.
Alright, man, like we said before, it's my man Trap.